If you can hear me, I would like you to comment so I know it's working. All right. Oh, that's not online. Dang it. Online. There it is. All right. No.
Welcome everyone to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Arkansas Razorbacks.
All right, first game of the day. Let's get a win.
Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get.
Oh, I'm almost gone there. Almost scored a touchdown right off the bat.
Down at the 24. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of one.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near. They're so big, so strong. coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running
Dot.
back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of
Oh, he
his
did throw.
mass and strength.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout.
Oh, that's a bad throw. Dang.
They didn't give him much
That's all right.
chance to make that play even bigger.
I'm gonna stop him on defense.
Has him set up at the 16.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is that you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision making.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's fair weather. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
If anyone's watching besides, myself, obviously, just comment what team you want me to use next.
Throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Lewis. And they picked up 9.
I'll use any team you want. Just don't troll me and pick the worst team.
Timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. They make the stop. This passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He's got it on the right. Smashes through. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Second down coming up. Back to pass, it's Thorne. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Oh, we're gone.
Grab by the defense.
Go.
Past the 30, at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Kickoff
My bad. I messed up. Dang.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Comes out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Lewis. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
To throw, it's Thorne. Makes the grab on the left. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude, keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and he just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He's back to throw on second down. Finds his man. It's Fairweather. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man.
Yo, that was close. That was close.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. After that pick six on the opening drive, good show of focus here to get back in scoring position. Looking to throw, it's Thorne. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum Going into the half, cutting down the lead, this thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He's got it had just enough room on the sideline to get the 2. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's a tag down. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Safe completion on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup. Final play of the half. Looking to pass. It's Green. And it's picked off. It's a fumble on the play. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive now? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He caught it! Touchdown, Auburn! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Just trucks through it. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now 2nd and 10 from their own 10. Dropping back, it's Green. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. from the gun, wants to pass. Keeps the play going. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to run it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play.
What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. Running inside the 20. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Wide out in motion. This is a designed run. He's not going to make it, stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. Split backs here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man quickly. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's first and 10.
Oh, hello, Michaela.
Scanning the field, it's Green. Finds his big tight end. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play.
Comment what team you want me to use next. This is my first game on. I'm obviously using Arkansas. So, who else?
He wants to throw.
Any college in the world. Well, you know what? I might delete the game before you get to pick. Because that's crazy.
The quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys,
Just comment what team you want me to use. I see the comments on my PlayStation, so I'll see it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Looking to scramble. And the quarterback was trying
Can you hear me?
to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Pulls it in. It's Lambert Smith. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Yo, Michaela.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to
Can you hear me?
on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pocket starts to collapse.
No!
And it'll be incomplete.
It was right there.
A heartbreaker this late in the game.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Finds his tight end. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
they need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The play action fake. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19.
Yo, welcome to the stream. Or that might be myself. I don't know.
Using the quick games. Just having these
Ooh.
off on him like popcorn. And he cruises his way to the
Comment on there, and tell me what team you want me to use, and I'll use whatever team you want.
You got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football.
Or at least tell me you can hear me, because I need to make sure my mic is working.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Can you hear me?
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Looking for a man. It's Thorne. Trying to make magic with his feet. Irons on the move.
Yes, that's the flag. Pass the line. Pass the line. Let's go.
Flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. On second down, he's looking downfield. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Brings it down on the
No, that might be the kill shot.
Setting that play up. We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
The back goes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to make a completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it time.
That's fourth.
The connection here on third down.
After that
He's not going for the field goal. He can win with the field goal.
Head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
That's a pick.
Intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play
Let's go. 26 seconds.
A chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
You talk about coming up big in a big moment. Nice job by this defense. You had to make something happen. You had to get the football back so you could give your offense a chance to win this game for you. Nice job by the D.
Quick strike complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to pass. It's Green. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback, getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop it.
Afterburners coming. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, what's the call here?
The Razorbacks getting set on first.
Gonna go home.
He's going to pass. Buys a little extra time. Headed to the end zone.
Well, we lost.
Down at the 4-yard line after
Dang.
a terrific run. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well.
Yo, can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, say something. Like text on the live stream. Need to make sure my audio's working. If you can hear me, just text in the chat. Testing, testing, testing. Can you hear me? Testing. Left, center, left. Can anyone hear me? I think the audio might be messed up. Is the audio working? Is the audio working? Okay, yeah, it's working. I just heard myself on the stream. Okay. I'll give a few seconds if anyone wants to comment a team for me to use. If not, I'll just pick one random. Alright, I'll pick. So, do South Carolina, Virginia, or SMU? Ooh. I'm gonna pick it one more time. Just pick whoever it is. Oh, heck no. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. Clemson, alright. Probably gonna get matched up with Georgia. Ohio State. That's what I thought. Dang.
Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. When you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff.
Let's see if Clemson will give us better luck.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field.
I gotta add more favorite plays. There ain't nothing there.
Go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
grabbed in the middle. It's grinding through.
I didn't click on his chicken.
Finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get up
All right,
and
here we go.
some extra yards.
To the air, it's Klubnik.
Oh crap!
That play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
After the misfire, it's second down. They want to just keep throwing it.
Well, you know what? I might just be bad at this game.
Back at the 13. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently.
Way.
They put their hand in the dirt, and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down. And
Bro, this game is so stupid while I'm not playing Ohio State.
taking it the other way. And they'll close in on it after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker showing the read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fast motion from the offense. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Let's go. That's good defense.
Lose a yard on that one.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for a pretty good job on defense.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. And makes the grab in
Dang.
the zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job on the offensive coordinator.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Maffa. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is...
Yep, I'm done. Stream's over. Done. Yep, I'm done.
Already in this game, he's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Never using Clemson again. I'm never using Clemson.
Get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He makes a catch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, got 2 downs. What are you thinking?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. On the ground, going for the first down, with a give to the tight end. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. No reason to be in a big... To the air, it's Klubnik. He uncorks one deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's first. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yo, welcome to the stream.
Just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the
Make sure to like and comment.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field.
And I suck.
He is finding wide open defenders
Oh my.
all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Bro, I'm about to end stream. I'm about to end stream. I'm about to give up. If they don't, like, oh my gosh. Can't get a single throw off. We might change games up. I think we might change games.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw.
Give me ideas of what to play, guys.
But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Here comes the offense on second down. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be enough. needs here. Looking deep. And he's got it.
Oh, gosh.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always done.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
What? Bro.
Taking another look just to confirm. The officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're bringing heat. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the quick shuffle pass.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down.
Huge play in the red zone. Third and goal coming up. Motion from the offense. They'll look to throw on third and goal. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the three. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance.
Bro, who kicks field goals? Like,
That lead grows even further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They finally make the stop, and that will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw, it's Howard. They're setting up the screen. At the 45, on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
He wants to pass it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab well past the sticks. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. He's going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He'll try to do it himself. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Looking down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. And that last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Line getting set on second down. They keep attacking through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Here comes Clemson with another first down. He wants to throw. Skips away from pressure. Fires on the move. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tiger. Here comes the two-point try. To the air. It's Klubnik. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lining up.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A third down try for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. This senior showing great toughness, takes the hit, and still puts the ball on target.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw. It's Howard. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Now, I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They get to him as he throws. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had, plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to win the game.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.